Well, good morning, Williams, Philippines. I hope you're having a blessed day. It is about 8:45 in the AM on Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Boy, I'm definitely ready to get going. Uh, gonna get this done and go out and do some laundry and probably mow a piece of my front yard and get some tall stuff knocked down, flatten it down so I can have a place to throw some things out there and not have people walking through weeds. Uh, those things grow too fast. Nothing else. You will always have a weed growing somewhere. Yeah, they do better than everything else. That is what it is. I remember getting upset with my next door neighbor, the one that sold the house and moved. Ain't too hip on the new neighbors, but yeah, it is what it is. But I remember I'd been out there weeding constantly, trying to improve my soil because I wanted to take and be able to do something. And I've been working on it for a while and it was getting good. And the only thing I was leaving out there to grow in the way of a weed wasn't really a weed, it was dandelions. And my neighbor decided that they were weeds and he didn't want them on my land. So he came across the property line and sprayed my weeds for me, my dandelions for me. Yeah, I caught him in the process and growled at him. Because, see, I was planning on making dandelion wine out of that. And then he comes over here and he sprays poison all over my dandelions. Yeah, that shot down the idea of dandelion wine. It is what it is. I growled at him. Uh, but after that, it was like I'd already been working on my yard for 10 years to get it to where, not using anything, going out there and pulling weeds by hand instead of by chemical. And then that happens. I It is what it is. But that's okay. I made other wine. I enjoyed it. It was good. But it would have been nice to have had some dandelion wine off my own dandelions here on my property. It would have been nice not to have got my clock reset for, oh yeah, not having poison in it. Yeah, some of these things are not good for you. Remember something they got rid of a long time ago? Don't get me wrong, it works. Chlorodyne, it works. Chlorodyne. Problem is, it's got a half life. Yeah. And they sprayed that stuff all over the place before they realized that it was causing problems with, birds, causing shells to be too thin. So they banned it. Because we like birds, apparently, especially eagles. And it was concentrating into the predator birds, eagles, and causing thin shells in the eggs. And well, we were big on trying to bring back an endangered species. So we got rid of chlorodyne. But I sometimes wonder if it was really about getting rid of the chlorodyne to protect the eagle because, we was worried it was causing problems for the eagles, and we like eagles. But I'm only thinking it was more of a case of the, you know, uh, 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 the bug companies, because they sprayed that stuff in a lot of places for a long time. And, well, There's some houses in America that don't have any problem with bugs ever. Because, well, when you spray something that has a half life, well, let's say it has a 25-year half life. So you put a gallon of this stuff on your property that, 25 years from now, there's a half gallon of it still working. Yeah. 25 years after that, there's still a quarter gallon of that stuff working. And yeah, Terminex, almost went out of business. They should have used more of it down in Louisiana but see, that was the thing. They didn't want to use it in Louisiana because the water washed it away. But some places, yeah, where it doesn't get as much rain, yeah, they use that stuff and, there aren't bug problems. There's a half-life problem, but not bug problems. Caused a few places to, Terminex to not have to worry about termites. Homes to not have to worry about that because, oh yeah, nothing wants to be around this chlorodyne stuff. So yeah, was it the bugs being gone that the bug people didn't get to come out and spray on a regular basis, something that doesn't kill everything because they want to make their dollar? But if you use chlorodyne, you can't because, well, it actually works. So companies were, on the verge of going out of business. Hmm. So is it really saving the eagles or saving the bug spraying people? I don't know. But that is something to think about when you know, go look at a property and there's no bugs on it. Why? Was Terminex there this week? Or did somebody 50 years ago spray some chlorodyne? Yeah. I know it's same thing with the DDT. I remember as a kid they used to drive around spraying for mosquitoes with DDT, and it did a real good job. Mosquitoes would be knocked back so bad, might be a year before you get them again, or two. But then they decided that, yeah, that stuff's not good for you. Fogging that, driving through it, having your kids run through it, fog going through the neighborhood. Yeah, it causes problems. I don't remember which ones it was that it caused, but it was enough that people complained and got it removed. Uh, there's other chemicals that work pretty good for mosquitoes, but yeah, there's a lot of places that would benefit from having some DDT go through them. But again, you can't have people and DDT in the same place. Pretty much same thing with chlorodyne. Neither one of those is a good chemical to be spraying. So they stopped doing it. And then I was watching some video somewhere talking about they were still using it in some country over in Africa. Hmm. Yeah, kind of worrisome in a way. Chemicals can be rough. Again, knowing what you're doing, learn from the past, live in the present and plan and, try to make the future better. So, yeah, chemicals, we don't know what all they do, yet we're going out there and using them on food. Glyphosate, these people spray it on plants that we eat. They say it's it's okay, you can eat this. Uh-huh. And then we wonder why we have so many cancers nowadays. Food that is supposed to be okay to eat, but we're eating stuff that's been sprayed with this and it's banned in other countries. But hey, it's does it kill you? Maybe not fast, but slow, most likely. It's questionable. It's one of the things I've want to pay attention to is my food. It's one of the reasons I keep a garden in the backyard, or used to. Don't have it now. Actually, no, I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of food. Uh, Gonna take a few flats out after I get my clothes in. I'm gonna carry a few flats out and carry them over to one of my friends and say, "Here, Merry Christmas." Give them some food. Food's a good thing, even if it is canned goods. Because hey, canned goods last a long time and they're worth eating mostly. Uh, Although the more I look at things, the more I question how much I really do want to just grow my own food. Because, hey, it comes from the farms, commercial farms. How much poison did they spray on it? How much glyphosate did they use? I don't know. But then again, canned goods last a long time, and yeah, buy them and have them for when you need them. It's always a good thing to have food. I don't know. That's why I have a chest freezer, and I'm still working on emptying it out. I actually looked at when I went to the grocery store yesterday. I actually looked at you know the meat, and I realized, why am I here? I need to be getting rid of meat, not bringing more home. So I'm eating more out of my freezer. I think I've got enough probably to last till I'm gone. I might have to give some of it away. I was actually listening and I heard my chest freezer running. You know, it's getting old. I've had that thing here since about, I think it was less than 3 months. It was sometime around New Year's, little after New Year's when I got it moved in here, right after I bought the house. Because, hey, everyone needs a chest freezer. Hey, when you catch food on a good price, at a good price, buy it. I believe in, it was never nothing for me to put 20 bucks in my wallet and say, in case I find a deal on beef. And because I did that a lot, anytime I found a good deal on beef, I'd have some money to buy it. Catch chicken leg quarters when they're on sale at 25 cents a pound or 50 cents a pound. Nowadays, if you find it at $1 a pound, you're like, yeah. I remember buying some at 25 cents a pound, 10-pound bag, 250. I think I came home with 5 bags that time. Yeah. There was something else on sale that day. But yeah, I had chicken leg quarters for a long time. Hell, there might still be a bag in there. Uh, I don't know. But yeah, and if you have just an extra 25 bucks you put toward good price, when you find a good deal on food, catch a sale, you have a little extra money to put toward it. Bring it home, put it in the freezer. That's why I like chest freezers. Eventually, you end up with a chest freezer full of food, and yeah, might take a while to starve to death. So yeah, in case of emergency, you've got food. And you never know, things can happen. You end up out of work. If you've got a chest freezer full of meat, you're not going to starve. You've got money that you're putting out for groceries that can go elsewhere because you're sitting on groceries. It's better to have some and not have to worry. I might have went a bit overboard on that. But then again, I hadn't planned on selling the house as early or, you know, moving halfway around the world to the other side of the planet and having to get rid of it so fast. And I realized, I've been cutting back and getting in there and a little bit of it here, a little bit of it there. And I've been supplementing my groceries out of my chest freezer and out of my pantry for over a year. So my food costs have been way down. I'm still buying some things, but I don't have my chickens anymore, so I'm having to buy high dollar freaking eggs. $10 for 18? Oh my God. It's ridiculous. It's enough to cause you a heart attack, dang there. Yeah. I'm wishing I was still raising chickens at this point. But, you know, most of my food bill now is the Kool-Aid, the squirt kind. I mix in with my water from my water filter. Reuse my bottles. I buy these on occasion, but yeah, I get 3 months out of it. Toss it and start off with another one. So I get the advantage of the bottled water, and then I use my filter and fill the bottles back up and use them as for water bottles and for Kool-Aid. So yeah, but I buy that, and then eggs, bread. I can make my own bread. I have the equipment to do it, but I'm not trying to save money on food right now. And yeah, I'd rather buy a loaf of bread than take the time to make it nowadays. Hiccup. Sorry, hiccups. But yeah, I've made a lot of bread. I actually like making bread. Actually, it's not that I like making bread, it's that I like eating fresh, warm, out the oven bread. Hey, that's good stuff. And that's something else. Education. A lot of people don't know how to do a lot of things anymore. I see kids, on the side of the road, stuck, and they don't know how to change a tire. Their daddy didn't teach them. Probably because their daddy didn't learn. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm that old. You know, I can't imagine not having the know-how to change my own tire. That was something I learned. God, I was out there helping my dad when I was a kid and was learning that. When I say kid, I mean single digit stuff. I might not have been big enough to break the breaker bar or the lug wrench to break the nut and get it spinning, but I was trying. I remember trying that and then having my dad reach over and kind of help me to learn how to do it. Now I know ways to do it. I don't even have to put any effort to it. Yeah. We don't teach our children stuff like this anymore. It's society has become a, you know, well, designed obsolescence. We design our stuff to break down faster than all get out, and then we don't teach anybody how to fix it anymore. We make it so cheap that it's not even worth fixing in most cases. It's kind of like with my router, a simple 10K surface mount resistor popped. I know how to fix it. I found what was wrong with it and fixed it, and it works just fine. Still using the same one. A bad resistor. They do happen. But how many people know how to go looking for a shorted out resistor? It's I see a guy on the YouTube videos talking about, the greatest computer tech ever, and he's all the time pulling these motherboards out, looking at them, finding the bad spots and fixing them and sending them back to people, fixing hard drives and getting their data back. We don't have a lot of people doing that anymore because most everything is just designed to fall apart. And like I said, it's being made so cheap. I don't know. Maybe that's what Apple did when it brought out that iPhone 16e. Parts from this bin, parts from that bin. Oh, hang on, parts from the i14. Let's go backwards. Hey, we're going to slip this piece in and say it's new, a new router, well, not router, but a Wi-Fi connection, the C1 chip. Okay, so they added a new piece, but everything else is second and third hand leftover parts to put it together and make it. I have no problem with somebody putting out, you know, old tech. Hey, I believe in old stuff. Old Dell runs Linux, still working, 10 plus years old. And I've had some that made it even longer than that. I had a little 2007. I bought it when I started working, and it wasn't gone until 2 years ago. Still was running. Little 2007. So 2 years ago would put us at 2023. Yeah, 15 plus, years. I don't know about you, but I get my use out of things. I try to keep them working. But we don't teach people how to fix anything anymore because, well, they make things so cheap that it's just about as cheap to buy a new one as it is to repair the old one. Same thing with the cars. Cars ain't as bad, but then again, they are. It's really scary, the fact that we don't have people to know how to fix stuff or the ambition to fix stuff. Because, well, we're teaching everybody to be afraid of actually working, and then we wonder why we don't have anybody that actually shows up and, oh, works. It's worrisome that way. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I started playing around with working doing things like mowing lawns when I was young. We don't have children that are learning to work anymore, and we'll wonder why they don't want to go to work. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Think that it's a good idea to have kids working. I mean, I remember trying to drive a tractor with my grandpa. I had some great fun with my grandpa. And actually out working with him. Yeah, I was here. Just all I did was run, grab things, and hope I got the right one. But I learned. Same thing with my dad. I learned a little from him too. We don't teach our children anymore. And then, you know, when they do something wrong, we don't discipline them either. And then we wonder why we're in such a mess. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've had a blessed day. If you made it this far, please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm William, Williams Philippines. Come along for the ride or not, it's your choice. Everything in life is your choice. Choose wisely. Anyway, Williams Philippines. I'm fishing. Hey, fish is out. Later blessings. Bye bye.